The Dred Scott decision was a court case that happened when Dred Scott and his family were moved by their owner to the free state of Illinois. When he was later moved back to Missouri, he sued because he said he should be free since he was in a free state. This case proved the Missouri Compromise to be unconstitutional, which took it out of effect. This helped lead to the start of the Civil War because it angered the North and put more tension between the North and the South. The Battle of Fort Sumter took place in April of 1861. When South Carolina seceded from the United States, they assumed Fort Sumter would be theirs. However, Union soldiers still occupied Fort Sumter. South Carolina said they would not allow the Union military to be restocked at Fort Sumter, but when Lincoln sent a ship anyway, the battle started. The Battle of Fort Sumter was responsible for being the starting point of the Civil War. The 7 Days Battle was a series of 6 battles that started in June of 1862. The Union started by attacking Oak Grove while being led by General McClellan. It ended when the Union Army fled to safety at James River after suffering close to 6,000 casualties. This affected the North because it ended the Peninsula Campaign being led by the Union. The Emancipation Proclamation was written by Abraham Lincoln, stating that all slaves that are in Confederate territory would be free. It also said that the Army and all officials in the executive branch must treat them fairly just like everyone else. However, this did not actually free any slaves. This made people realize how big of an issue slavery was, and it started many riots when people realized that Lincoln was trying to abolish slavery. The Battle of Cold Harbor started on May 31st during Union General George B. McClellan's overland campaign. His plan was to claim Richmond by starting with the attacks on Confederates' heavily fortified positions about 10 miles northeast of Richmond, Virginia. This affected both armies, but the North could replace their losses and the South could not. The 13th Amendment made it so slavery was illegal and would stay illegal even when Abraham Lincoln is no longer president. This affected the economy, especially in the South, because the South relied on slaves to keep their economy running. The 15th Amendment made it so that no government in the Union could deny anyone from voting just based on race, color, or if the person had previously been a slave. This amendment was one of the Reconstruction amendments that worked on fixing the Union after the Civil War. This affected people because now everyone could vote, no matter what color they were, what racial background they have, or whether or not they have been a slave or done anything in their past.